next to me we have the mother of Mr. Myles Arterberry. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Would you like to tell me, we've been talking about Myles and his adventure through life, you know, and now he's this
Journey.
star athlete. How is it being the mother of such a great young man? Like, you want to talk about his character, first and foremost, or anything, upbringing?
You know, I his father and I have kind of said that we've been on this journey with Myles. Like, it has been, we are doing things that we've never done before. We've experienced cities and places just following him in this journey that he has chosen. You know, I have 3 other children. He's the youngest of 4. And so throughout this entire time, you know, we've been chess mom and modeling mom and sports mom. And so with anything that the kids wanted to do, we just threw ourselves into it wholeheartedly and let them follow whatever their passions were. I mean, Myles is a chess player too. So in elementary school, he joined the chess club. And so all of a sudden I was chess mom, you know? And we just did whatever. But we just wanted the kids to, okay, if that's something that you love, then we're going to love it too. And I'm going to be the best chess cheerleader. Let me go figure out how to play chess. I still don't know how to play chess, but I know how to cheer for chess.
Okay.
So same thing with baseball and football. Like, I don't know football like that. I don't even know. I've learned baseball almost more, but just following him in his passion and just supporting him in doing what he loves to do.
Okay. That's awesome. I can adhere to that. I'm pretty much in the same situation with my son and my other 3 littles. But as far as his journey's going, what has been I'll say one of the most exciting things so far? Has it been like just has there been a specific trip? Has it been a specific coach? Or anyone that has come along y'all's path to make y'all feel like, okay, we need to go this direction?
I think when Myles was very young, like, you know, you buy your kid toys and you try to figure out, okay, maybe it's Thomas the Train, maybe it's Legos, maybe it's whatever, but it was anything with a ball. Like, you give the kid a ball, he's happy.
Okay.
And he was bouncing around my house, and he had more energy than anything. So I think it was 3 years old, I signed him up for Tiny Tots basketball, because I was like, okay, he's 3. He can go to Tiny Tots basketball.
Yeah.
Let's get him out of this house. He's got to use this energy in some sort of way. And it just became very apparent very quickly that Myles likes to compete. He likes to play, he likes to compete, anything with a ball. So then I was always kind of looking for the next sport. Okay, basketball's over. Okay, I guess we can play baseball next.
Yeah.
Okay, oh, baseball's over. What's the next sport? Oh, let's do football. And so he's played sports since he was 3 or 4 years old, and that's just been kind of straight into what he did. And it's been watching. He likes to compete. He wants to win. He wants to get better. And I joke when I tell people that we do not push him to do these things. We do not push him to get up at 5 a.m. We do not push him to go to practice 5 days a week. We do not push him to text Weldon to figure out when to get his next training session. This is his drive. Okay. And so what has been fun for me is just watching him come from a kid to a young man to a man and watching his drive develop.
That's awesome. And as you talk about his drive, so you say put a ball in his hands, and he's very, he's competitive. He wants to compete. Now, has there been anything that he does where he just relaxes? Like, he likes to do, is it sit by the pool, or what does he like to do? Like, anything calm, or is he just go, go, go? Like, I got this. Give me the ball.
Honestly, I mean, he has a game system. I think he uses it from time to time. It's not really very often.
Right.
But, I mean, literally, the man the kid just went and bought a bowling ball and a bowling shoes. Like, he's now on to bowling.
Okay.
Like, that's now going to be his relaxation, is going to be bowling. So, I mean, he walked in the house the other day, I was just like, okay, we bowl now.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness.
And I just was like, okay, all right. So does he relax? Yeah, he does. Like, I think during the school year, there was a teacher who had a ping pong table, and he came home telling me he was going to be a competitive ping pong player.
he was like he could compete in anything. So
Does it-
anything.
yeah,
Well, ping
it-
pong's ball,
I'm
bowling ball.
gonna go learn this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go challenge myself on this. I'm gonna go compete on this. I'm like, all right.
Okay. Now, growing up or even now, does he have like his go-to foods, or does he have like a pregame meal that he likes that gets him ready to go, or like any must-haves?
I don't know if it's like a pregame meal necessarily, but chicken. Like,
Okay.
do you want to bake it? You want to fry it? You want to put it in a sandwich? Whatever. Just whatever college he is going to. Just make sure you feed him chicken.
As long as you
Chicken,
get
and then of course he and his dad they kind of bond over steaks. So like they
Okay.
do steaks like once a week, but like just meat.
Okay. I know that's right. Is there anything that you guys like to do together, like mother and son? Do y'all? Is it besides not basketball.
Sports.
Think about it. Besides sports,
yeah.
is there anything you guys like to do together?
We
for that
bond
time?
over like history and random facts. Like
Ooh.
we have kind of our intellectual debates, and so I kind of joke with him all the time. If he doesn't end up being a lawyer, I'm gonna be very disappointed because he has debated me up and down over various facts for weeks and months and years, and so like I need him to put that into practice. But like we'll bond over history and random facts, and then of course our animals, our dogs, and he had a turtle forever.
Oh, okay, that's good. A lot of times you get kids pets, small pets. I don't know how big his turtle was. They don't really make it that far
So
or last that long.
we had Lego the turtle.
Oh,
So technically Lego Point 2, but Lego Point 2 was with us for like 7 years.
oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I think it was probably about maybe sophomore year we had to rehome Lego because he finally was just the sports and training and all was just so busy and we didn't have the time to really give to her. But
Oh,
yeah.
there you go. I love it. So I heard you say that you don't have to push him to do anything. Now, is there ever a time where he may come home from school and he's like, Mom or Dad, like there's this math problem I just can't get and I don't know what to do. So whenever he does have challenges or things that may kind of interfere with what he has going on and kind of messes him up a little bit, how do you guys go about reassuring him that everything's going to be okay?
just trying to be supportive, trying to be encouraging, trying to let him know how to figure out how to solve it. Not necessarily solve it, but okay, well, have you been to your teacher? Have you been to your counselor? Have you looked for a tutor? Trying to help him find resources to help you figure it out. I'm not the math person. I never have been, but have you called Uncle Jeff? Have you called this person? So just kind of helping him say, okay, have we used all the resources available to us to help us get to the next step? And it's the same with training though too. Like I've told him before, like he may be frustrated over a game or he's frustrated over how something, and I say, hey, have you called Weldon? Have you talked to Weldon? Have you talked to Dee? So none of us can do it by ourselves.
Right.
And so I'm, if it's a paper or an essay, okay, I got you. If
Okay.
it's math, it's your dad.
Yeah.
If it's sports and training, call Weldon and Dee. Like, who are your resources?
Okay. Awesome. Now, when did you guys, I know you said he was competitive at a very young age. You give him a ball and he's at it. So when did you and your husband come to terms like, okay, this is getting serious. This kid is getting really good and yeah, we might have to start doing a little more traveling, just seeing where this takes him.
Probably middle school, honestly. But it wasn't that it was even on his talent. I think with all the kids, I've just been, if that's your passion, that's okay, that's what we're gonna do. Like, you do academics in order to allow you to do whatever your passion is. If this is your passion, we support you. But as he started to have more and more accomplishments in his passion, it was just like, hey, do we wanna, like, we're not gonna take family vacation. Our family vacation is gonna be to Branson, Missouri for the, World Series game.
Gotcha.
Like, that's what we're gonna do together.
Okay.
But we always made it part of our life, part of our family deal. And I know that's something that a lot of people didn't understand. Like some people will say, well, you haven't taken one-on-one time for you or your husband, or you haven't taken a family vacation. We did take a family vacation.
Right.
It just happened to be centered around baseball.
Right. And people,
Yeah.
I guess, non-athletic or people who aren't really into sports or don't have kids into sports, they wouldn't really understand that.
Yeah.
Because it's been the same way on our end as well. And so with that being said, is there anything has there been a favorite trip for you guys?
Well, that trip that I just mentioned.
Yeah.
With Branson, but I would say Omaha, Nebraska. We went to a World Series game in Omaha, Nebraska, and you don't hear many people saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go visit Omaha."
Right.
But
when I think of Omaha, I'm thinking World Series.
Right.
So
but
I'm like, what else is there?
It was the College World Series, and he also played a World Series baseball game, and we built in a road trip around it. We saw cool places. We went to World Series, and it was a really cool week to a place that I never thought would be so cool or interesting.
Okay.
But that was probably one of the best trips, and that's not even football, right? That's baseball.
Hey, and remember you said you learned baseball. You
Exactly.
still go to football. It's kind of like, okay.
Yeah, cheer.
2, 1.
So can you tell me about some of the values and principles that you have instilled into Myles for him to become the person that he is today? Like, I don't want to say could you have imagined that he was going to be the way that he is, or just what are some of the things that you feel like you guys have done as parents to help mold him into this great young man?
Okay, well, I think, one thing was that, first of all, my husband and I are a team. We're a team in raising all of our children.
Yes.
So one thing we always wanted to kind of tell them was that we're not raising children, we're raising adults.
Right.
So the goal here is for you to be productive, successful, contribute, to be able to support and be significant in your life, right? So it's not to be basic. So we don't do basic effort. We don't do basic work. So we need you to strive for bigger and better.
Okay.
Even something as simple as, NCAA guidelines say 2.3 for GPA. That's not the basic GPA in our house.
Oh no.
The basic GPA in our house is 3.3.
Right.
So I think NCAA say 2.3 take a knee. In our house, that's 3.3.
Right.
So it's not about being basic and doing a minimum.
Yes.
So whatever it is that you're doing in your life, I need you to do it with the best ability, capability, sincerity, honesty. You have to be able to look yourself in the eye and say you did the best work you could do.
Right.
And so when I kind of look at Myles and look at his journey, that's kind of the basis of his character. Have you done the best that you can do?
Right.
In whatever it is.
Right.
So I think that's kind of what we've tried to instill in him, and what I hope that he'll take out of my house and into college and beyond.
So remember, Myles, keep putting your best effort forward. I think you're doing a great job at that. And parents, you guys, you and your husband, y'all are doing well, and I'm pretty sure his siblings. Mm-hmm. Like you said, it takes a village. It takes everybody.
Yes.
And I believe that those values and principles are really going to just keep him over the top.